Well, we just finished up watching the Manchester United versus Manchester City Derby Day match.
Yep.
Today, it was a disappointing, to say the least, 3-0
Three
loss.
zero loss to the noisy
The
neighbors.
noisy neighbors, yeah. Well, break it down for me, Millie. What went wrong? What went right, if anything? What would you change
um,
for the future?
I mean, it's just clear as day. Ruben's system is just not working. The Ruben Amorim way just is not a successful program for the Premier League. I mean, we. What other clear evidence do we need? City was having a pretty rough start to their season, and even with them in a low point, using tons of kids from their youth team, utilizing a guy who's not even fully fit in Rodri, who isn't up to his full match fitness, but looked like it against us
Who
today.
was that?
Just one of their midfielders.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, again, they're because of Ruben's system, we are always outnumbered in the midfield. So
Mm,
naturally, any team that has an overload in the midfield, they dominate us. They're able to play through the press. High pressure is not anything that any of these high level teams are gonna really struggle with. They see that on a constant basis. The reason these players are getting paid so much and are playing at this level is because they're able to play under high pressure.
yeah.
So in moments, you could see when the press worked a couple of times, we were able to create a couple of opportunities, but it's still just not enough. A few opportunities throughout an entire game is not enough. You saw it for maybe 5 minutes at the start of the game, and then maybe the opening 7 minutes at the start of the second half. But again, like that's just not enough. It's not enough to put that much pressure on the team when it's just like it's a clear systematic failure.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting even Mbembo, it's like we talked about last week, he's on an island by himself. The
Right.
shot that he had was fantastic, but it came from nothing. It didn't come from good football. It just came from a ball that was bouncing around and went to the top of the box that he
Mm.
struck first time. There's just, again, we can see it in moments through the counterattack, but the commentator said it numerous times. We're sat back in the back five because of the pressure that City's putting on, and we're unable to play out, unable to break the lines, unable to actually string together good football. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Sesko was on an island by himself for the entire game. He had the least touches on the field, like barely even less than 30 touches on the ball, our center
Wow.
forward. How is he supposed to score goals with that?
That's pretty sad. Because what is I guess, what would be your expected amount of touches for a center forward?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it would vary game to game. I mean,
Right.
even Hoyland per se, Hoyland had a lot more defensive actions than he did attacking actions today. But his two attacking actions were clear cut, big chances in which he scored. And he missed a third big chance. And so my point is that we have to be creating big chances, big clear cut chances for our attacking players.
Mm-hmm.
Not these half chances, not the individual moments of brilliance, but we need to create good chances through good football,
Okay.
which
Yeah,
is what the
absolutely.
best teams do, which we don't look like we're capable of doing.
Yeah, I would definitely say like City looked a lot more organized and like one organic unit
Yeah,
versus United definitely looked a little bit disjointed.
sporadic. Yeah, and I mean, I can appreciate like trying to put pressure on the ball, especially higher up the pitch. That is good ways to like catch a team on a mistake. But if that is the only level to the defensive block and the only level of our organization, it just doesn't work. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the goal that City scored, it came off a throw in. Their first goal, it wasn't even a transitional moment. It wasn't even a counterattack. It came from a throw in, which is a time of the game where you should be organized and locked in because it's basically a standstill. Everyone has a time to, or should have had time to be
Mm-hmm.
organized, and yet they're able to score from literally nothing. It's just not good enough. Yeah, it's just sad to see. It's just getting old now. It's just repetitive. The football is just not good enough. The system doesn't work. How are you telling me that Kobe Mainu, who was the best player on the field when he finally joins us in the 65th minute, but once again, the best player on the field, how do you have a system that doesn't allot for one of the best young midfielders in the world? It just doesn't make sense.
No.
It's clearly not a system that values midfielders. You've got one of the most creative players in the game of football in Bruno Fernandes, who's broken all creative statistics in the Premier League, playing as a defensive midfielder, as a box to box midfielder.
I know,
It's
and it's so funny because You said it, you say it all the time. The commentators even said it today, which was funny because you had said it like 5 seconds before about Bruno being in a more attacking position.
Once
And
Menu
this,
came on,
yeah,
yeah,
once Manu came on in the second half. And they were immediately talking about how much of a difference that can make for the
right,
whole team of having
yep,
Bruno in that more creative forward
yeah.
position.
100%. And it's like, yeah, like they also were trying to accredit that to being 3-0 down, but it also was accredited to the fact that we had Casemiro, we had Menu, so Bruno had actual coverage behind him, which allowed
Mm-hmm.
him to release a little bit more free and immediately started connecting with Ahmad. We saw Ahmad get the ball more, started connecting with Membo more. That is what we need in games throughout the game. But
Mm-hmm.
again, we're playing a system where our midfielders are constantly outnumbered. So Bruno is defending way too much, more than he needs to be doing. And he's never in the attacking positions anymore, which is where we need him to be
Yeah.
to connect our attack and to find those slip balls to Membo, to Ahmad, and to Cunha when he's back. Those are the Bruno is the one we want playing those balls. We still need Bruno to be assisting. We still need Bruno to be scoring. Having a midfielder like that with that much creativity that far back in the field is doing him a disservice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just more of the same, and that's probably the other frustrating thing. We see the system not working week in and week out. It's not working week in and week out, but nothing ever changes. It doesn't change. The lineup stagnant, the system exact same. Even the commentator said it today. We made substitutions, and the substitutes came in and were just immediate one in, one out for what we were doing. They just came and started playing the exact same system
Mm.
because we have no dynamics. We have no extra dimension. We have no switch we can flip. Like, what else do we have? What can we do to shock a team
Yeah.
if they're already prepared for the system we play? There has to be another element.
Yeah,
It's
there has
just
to be a level of unpredictability
yes,
where you
yes,
can, like you said, shock a team and do something
exactly.
unexpected and get that brilliant, I guess. I mean, there's moments of brilliance, of course, but then
Right.
there's also, like you always say, actual systematic football to be played where you can actually see like the beautiful
Mm-hmm.
plays and
Should
passes.
see it building. And yeah, there was like one of those moments, two of those moments, but it still just it didn't really feel like City was like in big risk at those times. And that's really unfortunate. Like it just felt like yes, they were transitional moments, but they knew at some point we were going to cut back and play it
Mm,
safe and that we were going to turn and make sure we connected the pass. It's just like how many times are we getting to the corner of the 18 and the pass goes back to Luke Shaw or the pass goes back
right.
to Delit, and then those are the guys hitting the cross in. It's just that's not who we want serving the ball. And yes, Membo did have services, but again, he's aiming for one guy in the box in
Right.
Sesko, and then Sesko had 2, 3 defenders around him at all times because they're expecting it. Everybody can see it coming when we're going to
Mm-hmm.
serve the ball. It's just so clear. So yeah, we just showed again that just not ready, not the system. Again, this is 10 months into the job.
Yeah.
10 months it's been. You see Sir Jim's face. Surely he's seen enough. We have.
Yeah.
I mean, the fan section, the away fans were gone by the 90th minute.
I
They
know.
were piling out of the game after the second goal.
Bailing after
Yeah.
singing that song
Oh,
for
oh yeah, the
60 minutes
song.
of the
And
game.
it's just a bit embarrassing.
It
You're
is.
still singing the song. The system is not working. Ruben Amorim still hasn't won back-to-back games in the Premier League yet.
Right.
And here we go again, sinking. We have the opportunity to make the change, hopefully early in the season. And that's really the best we can hope for.
I
We
know.
need a new system. We need a new dynamic. We need some excitement. We need some electricity within the
Mm,
team. And I think that that's what we're missing. And I think it comes from also when you have a manager who degrades your teammates to the media. What player is going to want to play for a manager who is calling your teammate saying he's not good enough, not putting out enough, not doing enough, right? And
yeah.
yet that player is one of the most talented players in the world. It's a bit silly. I mean, when Manu gets out on the field, he is a net of step up of all
Mm-hmm.
of the Manchester United players out there. He was the best one on the field once he touched it. And you're telling me that kid can't start? and that's the kid that the coach is criticizing publicly.
Publicly, it's
It's
crazy. It's
just so
really
sad.
sad.
It's just like what happened to a manager defending the players? What happened to a manager that wants to extract the best out of their players?
Right.
Now we're attacking our own players. How about you win a couple games, Ruben? How about we
Right.
get back-to-back wins? How about your accountability? I want to see a presser where Ruben Amorim puts his hand up and says, "My system failed today once again." Say that just once. Also, you're the Manchester United manager. Would it kill you to throw on a suit just once? I mean, come on, man. You look like a gym coach every game, every game. Sneakers, pants, shirt. Throw on the suit, man. Look the part. Maybe if you dress the part, the players will play the part. Maybe if they have a manager who carries himself like a proper manager, who defends the players, then they'll fight and die for you. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's just too much. He's called out more players in the media than he has wins back to back.
Yeah. No, which
We've got
is,
what, 4 players that he's demonized to the media
it's
now?
just inexcusable.
It's
It's
just
just
too
not who you
much.
want to see managing such a high level team. It's not a leader, not someone who
No,
you want to be like performing your best
I don't think
underneath.
so. And we're just seeing it. I mean, we're just seeing it. Even Ahmad, that momentum Ahmad initially had, it's just fallen off. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Ahmad was doing Rashford celebration. Ahmad grew up playing when he was first breaking through to the team with Rashford.
Yeah.
You ostracize one of his friends, send him to the gulag. Although Rashford, I'm sure, is going to kill it tonight for
Yeah,
Barcelona. But
of
but
course.
regardless, it's just like it. Players will always have that in their back of their mind. If you think you can just diminish players publicly and your players are going to then fight and die for you, I don't know. I mean, Luke Shaw claimed that this is the most together team he's ever played with, but
It's kind of
without
sad
back-to-back
though.
wins in 10 months, where's the togetherness, Luke? We're not seeing it on the field. We're not seeing it in your passing patterns. I
No.
sure as heck didn't see it in your communication and tracking Holland today with the other center backs. So where's that togetherness? Where's that cohesiveness? And this is why I was saying before the match that Maguire should be starting.
Yeah,
I did say that,
you
but
did.
again, it's just like Luke Shaw in reality should be out where Dorgu is playing on the left wing back position. Luke Shaw can whip in a good ball.
Mm,
He can whip in good service. If we want to just have it so the left wing back is getting all of our service, then Luke Shaw is probably the player we need in that position.
okay.
Not as a back three. He's not a center back. I Come on, man. It's just how many more players are we going to play out of position and watch week in and week out not good enough subpar performances, and now we'll just remain in the bottom half of the table. I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
We have Chelsea next in the Premier League. It's not going to be an easy game.
we play Garnacho.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure Ganacho will play on. Will sub on,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but
Regardless, it's
regardless,
it's
yeah.
it's going to be another decent team who has a system that can be fluid, and I'm sure they will know how to play against us. So I guess we'll just hope for the best, but it's just getting so old. It's getting old seeing the system not work and seeing Ineos still not make the change
Yeah,
we need. So
do it.
yeah, that's basically what happened today. We got overrun in the midfield. They created actual good chances and they finished them. And we were once again the second best team on the pitch, and it showed. So another loss in the books,
Yep,
and that's really all.
that is it.
Sad derby day for Manchester United. But
Yeah,
anyway, those were our thoughts on the match, on Man United's 3-0 loss to City. Let's see what happens next week.
yeah.
If you made it this far, thanks
Thanks
for
for
watching.
watching.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.